So here's another reason why some exes are harder to get back than others. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And before I did this, I was a dating coach for about 5 years where I had to pay attention to how attraction works in other people. And one of the other reasons why some exes are harder to get back than others is that exes with low self esteem, there's no amount of flexing or making them jealous that's going to reel them in because they already think that they're not good enough for you. So, yeah, right here we're talking about the kind of people that have said to you they can't give you what you need, that you deserve better, that they're not good enough for you, that you would be happier with somebody else. Statements like this, it's this type of ex that can be harder to get back than a different type of ex because no amount of just being the shit will, reel them in per se. I want you to visualize this situation. Let's say we're at a high school dance and we've got two characters here. We've got Carrie, who's the goth, kind of depressed, lower self-esteem, wallflower type girl. She's sitting on the bench. She's not dancing because she just doesn't have the confidence to. And then there's Chad, and she likes Chad. He's the captain of the football team. He thinks that Carrie's hot, but Chad is confident and he has social reinforcement and he's bouncing around with all his boys, being loud, taking up space. And by him, shining his light and putting it out into the universe that he's the shit, is that going to get him the girl? In a case like this, it's not. She's going to scoot further down that bench. She already thinks that he's too good for her. She's going to get further away from the loud, intimidating, display, okay? And that flexing that Chad's doing in a case like this is not going to get him the girl. So likewise, when your ex is more depressed, when they're more dysfunctionally lower self-esteem, it's going to be harder to get them back because you can't just, live your best life on social media and let them see it and just, get freaked out about what they're missing out on. It's very likely that they're saying to themselves that, you were too good for them anyway, and that you'll just be happier without them, where they're not going to mess up your life. Whereas with any other type of ex, you just live your best life, flex on socials, maybe start dating other people, and typically your ex will come back around in a certain amount of time. But just because your ex is like this, it doesn't mean you can't actually get them back. You will go to them and contact them, even if they're sitting around missing you and want you back, but they think they're not good enough for you. You can contact them, but it needs to be at the right time. So if you want my help figuring this out, click into my profile, click this link right here, set up a call with me, tell me your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step game plan to re-attract your ex.